What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Good morning. It is your girl, your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha. Represent Mocha's Cafe Day Paddle. This is where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. Big ups to all of my subscribers. Again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for still being supportive of my movement, of my channel, of my platform, of my brand. Those of you who have recently subscribed and just joined the family, I welcome you to Mocha's Cafe Day Paris family. If this is your first time ever viewing any of my content and you like what you hear, and you think you want to continue to keep supporting my movement, please make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe. For those of you who haven't been getting any notifications, all you have to do is hit the bell to refresh it and make sure that you have it on all. That way you're not just receiving specific notifications. You're receiving all of my notifications anytime I'm upload. So moving right along, hopefully for all of y'all, today becomes a blessed day and an eventful day, a blessed morning. I thought it was imperative that I spoke with a lot of you regarding this matter. Now, before I go into today's topic, I am aware that I was supposed to do a live stream yesterday, one of my inmate series, about a inmate who strangled a woman who no longer wanted a relationship with him. I'm still going to do that today, but I realize that StreamYard is on some bull now. They got it to where if you want to do live stream, they're trying to get more money out of you. So I'm trying to find a different way and being able to live stream without using StreamYard, because I am progressing as a content creator, but I haven't gotten that successful yet to where I could afford to keep paying them monthly just so I can upload videos. So a lot of videos I'm going to be doing is going to be pre-recorded for a while until I find a different avenue where I can start back live streaming. So I'm gonna look into Zoom. I know a lot of content creators are doing that, so just bear with me. I didn't forget about that upload. It's just that when I decided to go live, it came up with this, oh, you need to pay $25 if you want to go live. I'm like, what the hell, so like I said, being a content creator, these live stream apps, they always find a way to try to pimp you. They start off and let you upload and do a lot of live streams for free, and once you have got accustomed to using their particular software, then out the blue, here they come with, oh, we got to charge you x amount of fee. And honey, I'm not even with it. I got my own software where I can edit my own videos, and all of that is just going to be a little bit more time consuming, because as you can see, live streaming is easy. It doesn't take talent to be to go live stream, because you don't have to edit anything. You don't have to use any graphics. Anybody could just pop on StreamYard and just, you know what I mean, just go live. But when you actually know how to edit your stuff and you know how to actually put things together, that's where the creativity comes in at. And I know how to edit my own videos and everything. So until I find a different live stream software, I'm going to be doing some pre-recorded. But the good thing is I'm going to be hanging out in the chat room with y'all as y'all are viewing my pre-recorded videos as well. So that's just the route I have to go until I find out another way, because again, I'm not balling like that, you know what I mean? But I'm grateful for my platform, but at the same time, I'm realistic with my finances, you feel me? So I got to put my $20 somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I want to talk about this: black content creators are allowing other races to disrespect the black culture just so they could promote their narratives or validate their points. Now, I've been sitting back from the bushes and I've been peeping, and I will honestly say that I am starting to notice more and more black men and black women that are content creators. The majority of them that are strong supporters in the gender war movement. Those are who are very strong in their principles about black women, not being basically. There's a lot of brothers out here that are content creators that have platforms that are heavily based on the fact that black women aren't worth pursuing, that black women aren't worth um trying to build families or relationships with. They're very There's a lot of male content creators out here that get a lot of joy and pleasure, and not only joy and pleasure, but they're also making profits out of bashing black women, and basically categorizing them, grouping black women as society's rejects. And you also have these black female content creators as well, that are also promoting on their platform that, black men are trash, black men are garbage, black men aren't worth dating, they're not worth having children from. They're basically society's incels. We hear this day in and day out. We don't have to say the names. We already know who these individuals are. And meanwhile, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I was for black men and black women, who would discuss these type of things, because the truth of the matter is, the only one that knows us better than us is us. So for a while I was for the brothers and the sisters who would go in, on the opposite sex, because I do believe there's a thing called tough love, where we have to at times put each other in check. And in all honesty, I respect it more when we do it versus when you have other races doing it, because when other races do it, the motives doesn't come off the same and the message doesn't come off the same. So in other words, I can deal with a black woman that may have an opinion about a black woman before I can deal with an Asian woman or a Puerto Rican woman, because to me, when it sounds like when there are opinions or narratives coming from other races, it could come off as there's racial tendencies in the midst of the messages that's being promoted from these individuals. So and the same thing, I rather hear about black men from black men. When I hear white men or Asian men or Latino men have an opinion about black men, to me, it's automatically, I feel, racist tendencies. And this is not to say that that's true. You may have other races that can have an opinion, and it doesn't mean that they're racist. But at the same time, because they really cannot relate to our struggle, they don't identify, they can't really identify with the struggles of being a black man and a black woman. I honestly don't know how to receive the message the correct way from them without feeling like there's some type of racist motives. So I say all that to say this, that I've been peeping from the clouds and I have been observing. um I'll start with I'll start with the black men. I'll start with the black male content creators, because I'm trying to make this sound less confusing, and then I'll speak on behalf of the black female content creators. So for instance, you know, I realized that whenever someone has something negative to say about a black woman, that a lot of these black male content creators, they be on it like white girls on an NBA player. Anybody, it doesn't matter if it's Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street, it could be SpongeBob, it can be a woman that's married to a KKK leader. The moment she has a negative opinion about a black woman, it just amazes me how some of these brothers cannot wait to upload it on their content just to make their points valid. um for instance, like I was surprised how Tila Tequila, of an Asian female who's washed up, who is everything that they say black women are. She's a single mother. She's never been married. She's washed up. She's been with men and women. And I was surprised, just because she made a statement about black women being bald headed, how many brothers just jumped on the bandwagon. They were so glad that there was someone, they didn't even do their receipts to see what type of woman she was. Just the fact that she has something to say about a black woman, they could not wait to use her ambiguous negative statement pertaining to black women. They could not wait to use her as an attack dog, just so they can make their points valid to say that, see, here is someone, regardless of the fact that she was a washed up, Korean, Asian, whatever she is. I'm not sure her nationality. Um, Vietnamese. Yeah, she's Vietnamese. But they were glad to use her as a mascot to prove a point, to make their points valid, that they are not the only ones who agree with the fact that black women don't have it all together, and which is a very, very false statement, because all black women are not bald-headed. As a matter of fact, there's black women who got more hair than white women. And as a matter of fact, you have white women wearing hair pieces. Also white women who are suffering alopecia. But a lot of these black content creators, they're not going to take the time to look into that, because again, they want something that's going to make their narratives valid. They're not going to take the extra time to look into the statistics, to do their research. Again, they're so happy to get a cheerleader that's anti-black woman, that they will actually make these people relevant by discussing them on a platform, simply because they have something negative to say about black women, or a black woman who they don't like. So it's gotten to the point to where Oscar the Grouch could come out and say, black women are uneducated, black women are ignorant. Now, it could just be Oscar the Grouch. These dudes, they will upload a video on their platform and say, see, even Oscar the Grouch is smart enough to recognize that black women are uneducated and ignorant. So again, it's gotten to the point to where anything will do. We don't care, people don't care who they use. They don't do their research to find out if this person has enough receipts or credibility to even be bashing anyone, for that matter. It has nothing to do with a black woman or a black man. Does this person does this person has enough morals? Do they have standards? What is it about them where you're willing to use them as a voice to attack another group of people, just because you want to make your points valid? You know what I'm saying? Now, not only you have a lot of black male content creators who do this, you also have a lot of black female content creators that do this as well. They allow other men of other races to disrespect black men, which is also not cool. Okay, so there has been this one individual, I guess a lot of people call him the white zaddy, who's had an opinion about black men. And of course, a lot of the black men have not been happy that a lot of sisters have been caping for this particular white guy, who's been having a whole lot to say about black men. And the reason he's been able to have that advantage is because there are sisters that are allowing him on the platform to go in on black men, to say what they want to say about black men. Because what's going on is you have a lot of sisters, they're feeling defeated, they're feeling cornered, being that you have some of these black male content creators that are so quick to let Oscar the Grouch, Big Bird, or whoever has something to say about black women, they're allowing them to come on their platform to destroy, discredit, and dismantle the character of black women, even though they don't do their research to make sure this person is living a life of morals and high standards. Just the fact that the person has something negative to say. So you have sisters, they're doing it. They're getting men of other races, because what's going on is really the truth of the matter. And I was supposed to be on Red's show to discuss it, but I had got tied up and I just didn't get a chance to really get with him about it. But the truth of the matter is, the black sector of the black YouTube sector, all of these black male content creators and black female content creators, it just amazes me that they're willing to use anyone. They're willing to even sacrifice their own self-worth just to prove a point and to make their points valid. Because basically what's going on, let's just call it for what it is. There's a lot of hate among black men and black women. Let's just be frank. We do not care about each other. We do not respect each other. We do not love one another. And Baba Rashan, the elder, has spoken on this a lot. That there's just way too much disrespect in the black culture. And we have normalized disrespect. You cannot get on YouTube and not hear day in and day out. It's either a black man running panel 3-4 hours at a time, just dragging black women through the mud. He does not discuss anything else. There's more relative issues within the black community. We're dealing with violence. We're dealing with young black men getting killed. We're dealing with teen pregnancies. There's so much more to life than to discuss black women day in and day out, because truth be told, we're not really that important. And I don't say this to degrade us or to put us down, but we're not the main. Society doesn't care about black women enough to really feed into black women. So the only ones who really listen are black people. So when the majority of your audience is only black, the majority of them is black. You may have a few who don't like black women, Puerto Ricans or Latinos who will support the movement, but it still puts your channel, it doesn't, it puts your, it stunts the growth of your channel. That's what I'm trying to say. It stunts the growth of your channel because black women aren't relevant enough for your channel to grow but so far. Eventually, because everybody's not into black women, the society does not really see us as important enough to really be in on topics that are relating to us. So while the numbers may fool a lot of these content creators, they think they're growing, but they're not growing as successful as they could be if they were to just take a chance or branch out and discuss other topics and hit on other things of the black culture other than just black women. Now, the same thing with black female content creators. That, a lot of people have become comfortable, the black sector anyway, the black sector has become comfortable with the black bashing. In other words, they have become comfortable with solely doing their platforms on preaching against black men or black women. And both parties are guilty of this. Like I said, you have black male content creators and black female content creators, and we are the only culture that is doing it. I don't see other races who go in on their women or their men as much as we do. And what has happened is the black sector has become the new millennium minstrel show. Just like back in the day during Jim Crow laws, when black actors and black actresses, their skills was not appreciated in movie theater, in plays, so instead we had these non-colored individuals who made a mockery out of us being successful. So what they would do is paint their faces and basically to make themselves look black. It was called the blackface then. They would paint their faces and have their lips white and basically would play roles that would make black men and black women look dumb, look ignorant. They basically made a mockery out of us. We were not considered human beings. We were considered jokes. We was basically just made fun of. We was taunted. Our success and our talents, it was not taken seriously. We were considered jokes. And that same minstrel that non-colored individuals have for us back then, we have it for each other. And that's all I see. Black men mocking black women mocking black men. The black YouTube sector has become the new millennium minstrel show. We get joy out of making a mockery out of each other. We get pleasure out of attacking each other. Not only do we get pleasure out of attacking each other, we get pleasure out of seeing other races attack each other. And it's very unfortunate that we want so badly to prove a point that black women are not worthy or black men that are not worthy. We will allow other races to have a voice on our platform, just so it can promote the narratives that we have been preaching. Or if we don't allow them, we're allowing what they say to be important. So just because you're not allowing people on your platform to bash black men and black women, the fact that you give these people credit, that you talk about what they say, that you discuss what they say about black men and black women, and you do content on it, you are just as guilty as the party who actually allows these non-colored individuals to come on the platform and have a voice. So it has gotten to this point now to where black people are willing to allow other races to disrespect the black culture. And it amazes me because it's a lot of contradictory in the black YouTube sector, because you having black men preach to black women that they should respect the black man, they should value the black man, they should appreciate the black man, but yet while they say these things, they turn around and have the audacity to let a non-colored woman, she makes a negative statement about a black woman, but you will address it and bring it up on your show, or you will allow these women to become part of your team. You will bring them on your live streams. You will cape for them. You will allow these people to have a space in your place who disrespect black women, but at the same time, you're saying black women don't have no respect for black men. So what makes you any better than the black women you bash and you complain about? Because you're also promoting hate. You're just doing it in your own conniving, manipulative way. And the same thing for black women. There's no need in sitting up here talking about how black men don't respect black women and they don't value black women, they don't appreciate black women, but you allow men of non-color to come on your platform and have a say so about black men, and I mean, my thing is, if we're gonna go in on each other, okay, I get it. I understand the black bashing is entertaining. That is what's helping y'all pay y'all bills, because y'all are getting super chats for it. Y'all are getting cashed out for it. But keep that in the house. Don't take that outside the house, because do y'all not realize the fact that we are doing this outwardly and publicly? Y'all don't think non-colored people are listening from a distance just because they're not super chatting, just because, and you got some of them who are. But the thing about it is, what black men and black women are not understanding is, y'all that are promoting this black bashing, y'all are making non-colored individuals think that it is okay to disrespect the black race. Y'all are making them think it's that y'all are giving them a pass. Now, turn around. This is the thing about it. What a lot of black women and black men don't understand is, when you allow these individuals to be your minstrel mascot, when you allow them to help you attack your own kind, what you're not realizing is all it's going to take is one mishap. Because you have to realize, sometimes these individuals, and in most cases these individuals, they can become so comfortable to the fact that they'll eventually get out of line with you. They'll eventually disrespect you. It's kind of like, for instance, I remember this one time, there was this one white girl that was friends with me and my black friend at the time in high school. Now, she act black, and she basically was one of those white females who we embraced, because she perceived things the way we did as black women. In other words, because she was a black woman and dating black men, we felt like she was able to relate to us as black women, because she also started going through what we was going through. being disrespected, being cheated, whatever the case is. We're all in high school at the time, so you know what I'm saying. So it was cool having her. Matter of fact, her name was Christina. It was cool having Christina around because again, she was able to relate to us as black women because she was dating black men. She listened to black music like we listen to black music. She would wear her hair in black hairstyles. She just was a cool white girl. You feel me? She was cool, fun to be around. But it was a few occasions where, because we embraced her and accepted her, she would get out of pocket. Okay. And because we made her so comfortable, with being one of the sisters, because we made her comfortable with that, it would be a few times she would get out of line and not know her place. A couple of times she would say the N-word, talking about black men. These niggas, they ain't this, they ain't that, they. Oh, okay, now, we started noticing. She started getting out of pocket. This is what happens when you allow other cultures to become comfortable with disrespecting your culture, right? So she started getting out of pocket. And what ended up happening was, because she was the other black girl, I'll just say Kim. She was more Kim friend than my friend. I was kind of like the third wheel. Her and Kim was like that, all right? But all three of us became cool. But it got to the point to where she started thinking she was on the same level as us. You know what I mean? And she would say things that was out of pocket. You know, and it finally hit a crashing end. The friendship hit a crashing end because the thing about it is she started thinking she was on our level. She started thinking she could say shit all kind of ways. She started just doing stuff to where her joining in the black culture, she just was getting out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because we made her too comfortable. It got to the point to where, because she was dating attractive black men, she thought she was better than us at times. My man, my this, my that, my blah blah blah, this, and I was Kim had to tell her, okay, but yeah, that's your man, whatever, but at the same time, we knows he's a no good ass dude. You ain't the only girl he been trying to talk to. you know uh you ain't the only girl, you know what I'm saying, he been pursuing. So she started getting big on us. And this is what happens when you allow other cultures to disrespect. And it got to a point to where we ended up having to cut her off. And this same white girl who we embraced, she went around the school running her mouth, telling other black girls who was just as naive as we were how we wasn't real, how we wasn't this, we wasn't that, and these other sisters, they was embracing her, thinking she had good intentions like we once upon a time did, and she got out of pocket. I ended up whipping her behind. I physically fought her because it's a long story. I ain't gonna go into that because it was high school. Females, we were petty and immature back then. But she just kept trying me. She kept trying me, you know what I'm saying, because of the fact that, once upon a time I embraced her, and I guess she had to prove that she was more superior than me, and we ended up physically fighting. And needless to say, I whooped her ass because she was doing too much, and I had to humble her, you know what I mean? And even though this was years ago, and believe it or not, me and her are friends to this day. We ain't homegirls like that, but we chill, we Facebook friends, we grown women now, you know what I mean? So that was back then. But I say all that to say this: y'all better be very careful with allowing with using these other races. You're using their points because you want so badly for your points about black men and black women to be validated. So you're taking their points and you're promoting them on your platform, or you are allowing them to come on your platform and bash black men or black women. All of this you're doing, you're not realizing that you're setting yourself up for, in the long run, you and this person were to fall out. You and this person was to have a disagreement. You and this person don't see eye to eye, because people is people. It doesn't matter how much you and a person may agree or have the same principles or have the same ideologies or the same narratives. You know, people at some point will show their true colors. And you also have to look at the fact, why are these individuals so eager to say something about black men and black women? And y'all are not realizing is that while you think you're winning by promoting their points, or you're allowing them to come on your platform, what you're doing is you're embracing whatever racist thoughts, whatever racist motives. You're opening the door for that. Because what is going on, let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all black male content creators and black female content creators, y'all are not woke to what's going on. What y'all are not realizing is that these Asian women, these white men, or Latina men, women, whatever, they know it's so easy to get a space in the black race. Let me say that again. A lot of these races know it's easy to get a space in the black race, because all you have to do is attack the opposite group. I know as a white woman, if I want to build my platform, or as a Latino woman or a Puerto Rican woman, if I want to build my platform, all I have to do is degrade and bash black women. Do you know how many of these gullible ass black men that are content creators who claim to be red pill, do you understand they're going to give me a space? Just because all I have to do is act like I don't like something they don't like, and these fools are going to give me a space. They're going to give me a voice. They're going to give me full-time membership into the red pill congregation, because it's easy for me to play on the weaknesses of these brothers, because they want so badly for another woman, especially a non-colored woman, to have an opinion, a negative opinion, and to be against what they're against. They will embrace me. And these non-colored women have figured that out. They have figured it out. All I got to do is say a few negative things about black women, act like I don't like black women, place black men on a pedestal. All I got to do is act like I got the best interests of black men, and they're going to give me a space. That's how dumb and gullible a lot of these brothers are who claim to be red pill. And the same thing for these sisters who claim to be so red pill. These non-colored men have figured out the key ingredient to getting in good with black women is to act like I hate black men and to raise black women on a pedestal. There's no red pill. That does not exist anymore. Anytime you can keep attacking the same group of people, you're losing your red pill stripes, because you should be able to discuss other things about the black community other than just talking about black men and black women and dragging them all day for 4 to 5 hours on your platform. You mean to tell me all this shit we got going on, this is all y'all can discuss? Really? We get up every morning, go live, all we talk about is black men ain't trash and black women is trash. Y'all can't talk about violence. None of y'all black men, or hardly any of you black men, are preaching to black men about not becoming not falling prey to the criminal justice system. You know how many black men, young black men, keep getting incarcerated, locked up? You know how many young black men are becoming fathers at a young age? You mean to tell me all the issues the black community has, all we can talk about is black women, wigs, weaves? You mean to tell me we can't talk about black men struggling to become successful? You mean to tell me as black women, all we can do is sit up here and talk about how black men ain't this and how black men ain't that? Don't all the things that black women are going through right now, why we're not talking to black women about taking proper precautions so they don't end up single mothers, they don't end up statistics, talking to black women about building businesses so they don't have to depend on child support in the welfare system. It's so many things that we are going through as black women that to where how long basically we keeping our necks on black men, but how it's helping us grow. Think about it. If you're laying down in front of me, right, and I stand on top of you, as long as I'm standing on top of you, I can't go nowhere either. You feel what I'm saying? Only way I can move is if I literally step down off of you. That's when I can grow. That's when I can move around. That's when I can better myself. Long as I'm staying on you, I can't get ahead. And I'm just so amazed at how a lot of y'all are not catching on. That the people know we have become just that weak. We have become just that gullible. We have become just that soft that non-colored men and women can easily apply and become accepted in the black culture, as long as they are willing to be our attack dogs, as long as they are willing to bash what we don't like, disrespect what we don't like. We look at it as truth. Well, she just telling the truth. The problem is y'all black women can't handle it. Or he's just telling the truth. Y'all black men can't handle it. And y'all are allowing these undercover KKKs, these undercover racists, y'all are giving them a space in the black sector. Y'all are not catching on. Anybody who can freely, even if they did get an invitation, anybody who can freely come on your platform and disrespect your race, that should already be a red flag right there. And for these brothers, anytime a white woman has something to say about black women, y'all quit to upload it and talk about it. Guess what? These same white women would not date you, would not want anything to do with you. These same white women, if they was in competition with you getting a job, they would snake their way and stump right on you to get to that position. So these same people y'all are embracing are the same people who wouldn't embrace you, depending on what the situation was. If they was in competition with you or whatever, they will step right on you to get to where they're trying to go. And again, you got a lot of these brothers that are capable for these non-colored women, but these non-colored women are the same women who will not date y'all, who are not even attracted to some of you. But they will come on your platform to earn your subscribers. And if they got to play the game by acting like they hate black women, by disrespecting black women, believe it or not, a lot of these non-colored women, they don't like the fact that you disrespect your own race. You think they don't look at that and peep that? Because at the end of the day, even though women, we all are different. Black women are different from white women and Latino women, Puerto Rican women. But y'all have to realize what y'all men are not understanding is women by nature, regardless of our race, we all can relate to each other emotionally. That is where we bond. Okay? So when other women see you disrespecting your own women, of course, yeah, they'll be cool with you to get in a certain position, but they will never get deep with you. They will never go but so far with you because they see how you treat your own women. And in the back of their mind, as a woman, regardless of her race, she can relate and be like, wait a minute, the way he dogs his own race of women, I wouldn't dare, start a business with him. I wouldn't dare try to have children with him. I wouldn't dare try to marry him. But I will use his platform to get to where I'm going, because I know all I got to do is be in attack dog mode and act like I hate the women that he talks about. And the same thing with these men. They know in order to get in good with a black woman, all I got to do is act like I hate black men like she does, and she's going to give me a full membership pass to her platform and her channel. And the moment me and her fall out, guess what? I'm still going to benefit because I earned some shine just on off of her platform, just on the fact that she embraced me. So I'm gonna leave this video, and I really want y'all opinion on this. Do y'all really think that a lot of these black male and black female content creators are dumb to the fact that anytime they promote something a white woman has to say about black women, black women, or anything a non-colored man has to say about a black man, do y'all think we are giving them a full access pass to be disrespectful to the black race, to the black culture? Or do y'all believe, nah, they're just speaking the truth? You just got black women who can't handle a white woman who's calling them out, or you just can't handle a black man, a black man, white man who's calling black men out on their bull. What is y'all opinion on this? Because like I said, I'm already peeping what's going on, and it's just sad to say that a lot of these dudes and these women, they're not catching on. They want you to promote them. They want you to upload what they say about your race. They want you to bring them on their platforms. They want you to do interviews. They want that. They want that. And these same individuals, these non-colored individuals that we are embracing, these are going to be the same ones the moment you don't do what they want you to do, the moment they get too out of hand and you got to check them or put them in their place, all of a sudden they can't understand because you have allowed them to say what they want to say. Now, when they say the wrong thing to you or the wrong thing to someone you care about, now you want to put your foot down. So y'all keep right on doing what y'all doing. In the long run, it's going to catch up with y'all. Y'all are letting the wrong people in y'all space just to prove a point that black men and black women are not worthy. So please leave y'all a point, y'all comment below. I really would like to know y'all intake on this. Those of you who would like to cash app, and I'm not begging for donations, but if you would love to cash app to help my movement grow, or so I can start using StreamYard where I can start going live more, because I know it's $20 a month or whatever. But anyway, those of you who want to support my brand, you're welcome to do so. Other than that, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to shut it down. And don't forget, I'm still gonna upload that other video doing my inmate series about the better bruised male who couldn't handle rejection from a woman who no longer wanted him, so he strangled her to death. This was an inmate who actually did this at my facility. He just got shipped off. I'll say 2 weeks ago. He was given life with no possibility of parole. So I'm still going to talk about that. I'm just going to go ahead and start recording it within a couple of hours so I can have it uploaded for y'all. But anyway, leave y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Please hit that like button before y'all leave. Hit that like button. Please share the video, because a lot of these red pill brothers and bitter pill sisters, they're not woke to what's going on. The non-colored people are using them as a way to earn space and to grow off of them using them as attack dogs. So anyway, y'all, this is your girl, your diva and knowledge, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth, and I'm going to always break you off a slice of knowledge. Y'all be blessed. Take care. Holla at you soon. Bye.
Or you want that other energy bar?